This is Hall County Sports, brought to you by Green Ford on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. Check out the latest deals. Remember, when you go Green Ford. By Mountain View Auto Repair, a full-service shop for all of your automotive needs. Call Danny at Mountain View Auto Repair, 770-535-7278. And by McIntyre Road United Methodist Church. Visit us on McIntyre Road in Oakwood with 3 worship services, Kids Town, and adult small groups. McIntyre Road United Methodist Church, dedicated to transforming the world through the good news of Jesus Christ. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Hall County Sports Television. I'm your host, Garry Glenn. School is out for the summer, but the work does not end for area high school athletes. In fact, that work has just begun for those who already look to the fall. Among those, our area football teams. Both Flowery Branch and Gainesville advanced to the second round of the playoffs last year. So I dropped by those schools to see how spring practice went and what we can expect from the teams this fall. First up, Gainesville and Red Elephant herdmaster Bruce Miller.
Kind of tell me a little bit about how it's been going.
Well, I thought it went absolutely great, considering it's 10 days in May. The kids have not practiced. We kind of slowly go into it. We go the first day in helmets, second day in shoulder pads and helmets, and the third day we put on full pads, and we kind of move into it slowly. But our kids have a great attitude. We got a lot accomplished for 10 days. Especially we're to experiment with each kid offensively and defensively, seeing where he fits into our scheme at and where he would fit in. If we pretend that we were playing a game next week, and we're trying to fit those pieces of puzzles in, and we work real strong on fundamentals. Let's try to spend a lot of time on that. But we have a lot of young kids and the older kids. We got 9 spots on defense we got to replace. And so we spent a lot of time looking at those people. We had pretty much had to rebuild our offensive line except for 1 or 2 spots. We got some of our skill people back, and it was just encouraging for me to see our kids' attitude and their effort, and they're willing to get after it in the middle of May.
Numbers good?
Had over 100 kids out. Football's a little bit of a grind. Your summer workouts and stuff, but it all pays off if you're ready when the fall hits.
When do you start summer workouts?
We start May the 31st. We start 2 days that week, and then after that week we go back to 3 days a week, where we go Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And we bring them in about 6:30 in the morning, and they're gone by 9 o'clock.
Wow. So it leaves them some time in the summer to be kids.
I want them to have time to be kids. I want them to play other sports. I encourage our kids to play other sports.
What's the main goal for this team other than to win football games, Bush?
Well, I say this all the time. I want our kids to be better people when they leave this program than when they entered this program. And I really mean that. If we can't prepare them as a person, with the way things are going in our economy today and recession and everything, you've got to be just a step above to keep a job. You got to be just a step above to get the right jobs. And we hope we can prepare our kids that they want to go to college, that they want to go on to do bigger and better things. And we really encourage our kids to be better people.
A strong tradition here at Gainesville, not just in football. I'm looking at all the kids that you've got that have signed scholarships. I mean, some of the Division I schools, not just in football, but other sports. And you've got a ton of kids that sign grants and aid with smaller division schools in a lot of different sports. So you're kind of doing what you're talking about there.
Well, one of the things that I thought athletics did for me as I was growing up is it gave me a different world to look at. I grew up in a small town, and I was able to go to college, went to a small school, and by going even to that small school of 1,400 students, it opened my eyes up to that there's another world out there. And I think more of the professional world, because both my parents were blue-collar workers, but I think and that's what I want our kids to do, is to have the opportunity to go see what the world's like, and then if they want to come back and live here in Gainesville the rest of their life, I think that's great. But I just want to prepare our kids. This thing's a lot more than about wins and losses, though. It's more about developing people.
I saw you bored out there. You're going to be challenged early. You open with a scrimmage with St. Pius and then go to Buford.
Well, you know, last year we found out so much about ourselves in in that scrimmage and that game. And it kind of challenged us for the whole season. You know, Buford really beat us up pretty good, and we got to make sure that you know, we're ready for them this year, and that we go in there and we play well. You know, that's Buford, but you know, we get the opportunity to play them, and I think I want our kids to look at it like that. Is this an opportunity? You know, if you look at it like, oh well, why are we playing the team that's won 4 straight state championships? You don't look at it that way. You look at it as an opportunity to go play one of the best in the state.
After a scrimmage with St. Pius in mid-August, the Elephants opened the season for real at Buford on August the 26th. Now, the Falcons of Flowery Branch flew pretty high in their first foray into 4A. This year, it's season number 2 in Quad A. Their coach is Lee Shaw.
Well, Lee, tell me about spring football at the branch here.
I thought it was a really productive spring. We ended up with about 100 kids, and really no real standouts. Just everybody pretty much where we wanted to be, and but it was productive. I feel good about this team. I think that we stay healthy, we can be competitive again.
Where do you think you might be strong, just looking at what you've done in the spring and what you got coming back and so forth?
Well, athletically, I think we had a chance. They seem to pick up our offense really good. New quarterback coming in, Ellen Kercher. I felt like he ended up with a really good spring. Several key spots that look pretty good. Defensively, the key's going to be if our secondary really comes along. We lost 3 out of 4 last year. So, but as far as the front goes, defense got a chance to be pretty good.
Well, once again, the focus at the branch shifts to the quarterback. It was your sons, and then it was the transfer from Havisham, now the transfer from North Hall. Talk a little bit about Ellen Kercher, what he brings here.
Ellen's a really good athlete, and our system, if you're a dual threat quarterback, you got a chance to make a lot of plays, because that's what our offense is designed around. And but it's just not Ellen. Our backup quarterbacks right now, Blake Turner had a really good spring when he got out from baseball. Jackson McDonald, upcoming sophomore, had a really good spring. So we got a little bit of depth at quarterback, and they're all 3 really good athletes.
As you go back into Quad A once again, that was your first journey through there, but you made the second round of the playoffs, so you have to feel that you still are not only competitive, but maybe making a little bit more noise.
Yeah, expectations are high, but that's a good thing. I'm glad that the bar is set really high. Our guys have usually in the past responded well. We got a great coaching staff that's up to the challenge. So, yeah, we want to make a little more noise. We want to go a little bit deeper, and the whole key is we don't talk about region championships here. We talk about state championships, and so we're shooting for the sky. So wherever else we fall within that, you know, it's usually probably pretty good.
All in all, what you had in mind for the spring and what you got accomplished, you feeling pretty good heading into the summer workouts?
I really do. I thought probably further along this spring than we were last year. It was a really physical spring, probably the most physical spring we've had probably in about 5 years. With that, we had 7 or 8 guys get injured, nothing really serious, but we did lose them throughout the spring. But it was a really physical spring, so I wanted to see what kind of gauge we were going into this season, if we were going to be tough enough, and I think these kids will respond.
Now, the Falcons will be scrimmaging at Lassiter on August the 12th, and then they'll open their season for real at home with Madison County on the 26th. Be here before you know it. Back to talk about some steelworkers in just a bit. If you are looking for a quality used car, then look no further than the car store on McIntyre Road between Gainesville and Buford. You won't find clunkers or junkers at the car store, just vehicles you'll be proud to own. At the car store, they can finance you on the spot, no matter what your credit is. They have a variety of plans. You can even phone your payments in. At the car store, they've been giving outstanding service to the community for over 20 years. At the car store, everybody rides.
Come on down to the car store. We can make you happy. My name's Bob Watson, and I guarantee it.
Her hurry in before we sell it all to G's Home Furnishings' $2 million cash-raising furniture blowout. Save like never before on living rooms, leather, dining rooms, bedrooms, bedding, accessories, and much, much more. Guaranteed lowest sale prices. If you can find it for less anywhere else, we'll match it or beat it. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell everyone you know to come in and take home fine furniture at savings of a lifetime. G's Home Furnishings' $2 million cash-raising furniture blowout. 11 Grove Street, Dahlonega. Going, gone.
Proper maintenance is vital to the life of your car. Let the experts at Mountain View Auto Repair take care of all your vehicle needs. Owner Danny Hammock has over 50 years of experience in the automotive business and has earned a reputation of being honest and fair with his customers.
We try to treat everybody like I want to be treated. You know, that works out pretty good, and try to keep the price as low as possible to keep people coming in and give them a good price for their money. We do whatever turns up on a car, any kind of work, any kind of car, just it don't really matter. We do it all. People say, when you going to quit and retire? I say, probably never. You know, as long as the Lord let me work, I'll probably be here working.
I've been trading with Danny at Mountain View Auto Repair for about 20 years. I've always been very happy with his work. It's very easy for me to talk with him. He doesn't talk down to me. He explains it in a manner that I can understand.
Most of my customers are like friends here. You know, I've known them so long, and I count them as, most all of them as friends to me.
Remember, when you want honest, reliable service, put Mountain View Auto Repair under your hood.
This is Hall County Sports. I'm Garry Glenn. Now, this segment we're going to be presenting the first of a three-part series on weightlifting. This week we concentrate on the sport of Olympic-style weightlifting. That's the snatch and the clean and jerk. Recently, 3 of our local youngsters from Flowery Branch took a flyer down to Peru to compete in the 2011 IWF Youth World Championships. 17-year-old Ellen Kercher finished 9th in the world. At a body weight of just a tick over 105 pounds, she snatched almost 123.5, jerked over 156.5, and totaled almost 280 pounds. 16-year-old Hope Stockel missed her snatches, but wound up jerking over 163 pounds at a body weight of just under 124. 17-year-old Jimmy McIntyre wound up 15th. He weighed in at a little less than 149 pounds. He snatched almost 209.5, jerked almost 280, and totaled 222 kilograms, or almost 489.5 pounds. Well, I had a chance to go by the branch and talk with Ellen, Hope, and Jimmy, as well as their coach, C.J. Stockel of Team Georgia.
Competing with people from all over the world, I'm not expecting to be first at that, by all means. I thought I did the best I could, and I had a really good meet. I guess the team bonding, like how we all came together as a team and we made signs for each other and we just cheered each other on. It was a great experience.
I didn't do so well on the snatches. I bombed out, but the thing was just like I kind of just left that out on the platform and I forgot about it, and I came back on my clean and jerks and I got a new PR in clean and jerk. So I think I did pretty well. It was fun. We got to go sightseeing. We got to pretty much like see different cultures in there and meet new people, and it was just fun just getting a chance to go like to a different country.
I was excited to get to go to Peru, but I guess like I kind of had an average meet. I didn't do as well as I'd hoped. I didn't set any PRs or anything. Getting to meet all the new people and stuff, you know, the other people that came from different countries, they were fun to get to meet and talk to, and the other people that came for the USA team, and like it was just a fun time. We all got along pretty well.
You know, it was a great opportunity for our kids to go down there and learn a lot about themselves. We had the good, we had the bad, and we had the ugly. The good, obviously, was Ellen Kercher setting 3 national records, and we did not go into the meet with that. We went into the meet with set personal records, and we let it fall where it may, and we come out with 3 national records. Jimmy went 2 for 3 on the snatch, 2 for 3 on the jerk. Didn't hit PRs, but had a good meet, first world championship. Hope said she bombed on snatch, but she responded. You know, come back going 3 for 3. She had to build that confidence right back. So that showed a lot of growth there. And I think for these kids, that was the biggest part, is learning how to grow within themselves. You know that.
World Championships. We're not competing against the North Halls or the Johnsons. We're competing against China and Russia, you know, and Bulgaria and Armenia. It was a big deal, you know, and that kind of got to them a little nerves. But they responded well. I was real proud of them. And the travel. I mean, how many 16, 17-year-old kids get to travel to different continents? That was a neat part, too.
Now, in case you missed it during that segment, the Branch will be hosting the National Championships the last weekend in June. Go by and check it out. Now, this weekend, the Georgia Iron Dogs journey north to Peoria, Illinois for their American Powerlifting Committee Nationals in bench press and powerlifting. We'll have that story on next week's show. We're back to hand out some awards when we return.
There are moments in life that you wish would last forever. Dreams that really do come true. Treasures worth protecting, and a future to prepare for. Turner Wood & Smith is with you every step of the way. Established in the Gainesville area in 1905, Turner Wood & Smith has become Northeast Georgia's largest independent insurance agency by offering professional service at competitive prices. Turner Wood & Smith, ensuring your future since 1905.
There are hundreds of options when choosing apparel or promotional items at J. Geyer Advertising and the Trophy Case. We're all about quality and competitive pricing. Sports items are in stock. Look for special pricing on Letterman jackets, corporate apparel, corporate gifts, and custom embroidery. All local high schools should check out the line of spirit wear and trophies. We're also offering custom screen printing available for any team sport. Be on the winning side when you choose J. Geyer Advertising and the Trophy Case, locally owned and operated at 250 Dawsonville Highway, Gainesville. Call 770-718-0062 or on the web at jgeyer.com and trophycaseltd.com.
My name is Lloyd Smith.
I'm Renee Barnett.
My name's Ellen Kercher.
My name's Don Cooper.
My name is Mike Stewart, and I attend McIntyre Road United Methodist Church, the church on the hill here in Oakwood, Georgia. We'd love for you to come join us.
This message has been brought to you by the people of the McIntyre Road United Methodist Church. Gary Cole, pastor.
We're back. I'm Garry Glenn. Hall County Sports is the show. Well, our old friend Ross Davis of Davis Marketing Professionals and we here at North Georgia Video Productions and Hall County Sports Television have announced the winners of our inaugural Hall County High School All Sports Awards for the school year 2010-11. North Hall claimed the boys and overall championships, while West Hall won the girls' title. The Trojans won the overall title with 60 points, 9 ahead of Flowery Branch. Gainesville was third with 47, West Hall fourth with 43. The Trojans scored 39 to edge out Gainesville at 36 on the boys' side, while Flowery Branch was third with 27, West Hall fourth with 18. Now for the girls, the Lady Spartan Athletic Program squeaked by the Branch 25-24, North Hall third with 21, Chastity just behind in fourth with 20 points. Now, how do we get those points? Well, let me tell you. The scoring was based on the top 8 boys and girls teams from each school in various sports recognized by the Georgia High School Association, with points assigned on how they finished in the region and in state competition. We had an opportunity to pass out those awards just last week. The West Hall Athletic Director, Scott Justus. His counterpart at North Hall is Harold Daniels.
Gary, it's exciting for our school. It's exciting for our girls' programs to be able to receive this award. Obviously, anytime you win something, it's great, but to win the first ever and to hopefully be able to continue that will be fantastic for our program. Our coaches, all our coaches work so hard, and it's just an honor and a privilege, and we appreciate you and Ross putting this award together and giving us the opportunity to win it, and we do appreciate you and what y'all do for high school athletics, especially in Northeast Georgia, specifically in Hall County. Thank you very much.
Well, it speaks loudly about our quality of coaches and quality of athletes here at the school. Of course, we always try to teach character and teach hard and good work ethic, weight room, and those kinds of things. And our coaches exemplify exactly what our vision is for our athletic program. And for us to win the first inaugural trophy is just an awesome display of the hard work our coaches and players do put into this program. We all in this together for our athletes, student athletes at the school, and we're so proud of everybody that comes out and participates and gives their all. Go Trojans.
Now, Georgia Trophy and Awards produced those huge overall cups for the boys and the girls sides as well. And Will Hurst and his company also produced the NGVP HCS TV Seasonal and Yearly Awards. Speaking of which, our seasonal awards for spring will be up on next week's show, and the yearly awards are being compiled as well for presentation soon after that. All right, turning to some other awards. In soccer, Chesterton's Alexis Rebillar has another accolade to add to her soccer resume. Just a sophomore, Alexis was named the Georgia Soccer Coaches Association's AAA Girls Player of the Year. She knocked in 35 goals this season. That's a school record after scoring only 8 goals as a freshman last season. This season, she helped Chesterton make the second round of the playoffs, and she was to be honored at halftime during the GASCA Senior All-Star Game at Riverwood High. Rachel Wright of the Lady War Eagles joined Alexis on the first team. Also making the first squad were Kayla Madsen and Kaylin Dumanowski from Johnson, Hong Tran and Liza Carpenter from Gainesville, Tanya Perez and Ansley Dobbs for West Hall. Now on the boys' side, after guiding the Johnson soccer team to the Region 8 AAA Championship and an appearance in the second round of the state playoffs, Brian Shirley was named the Region 8 AAA Boys Coach of the Year, as voted on by the region coaches. The Knights finished the season at 15-4 after falling to Woodward Academy in the second round. Also for Johnson, senior Ariel Mejia was named the Boys Player of the Year. Juan Morfin of the Knights also made first-team All-Region. Other first-teamers included Aiden Rising, Eunice Yanis, Nathan Dillard, and Charlie Bryant from Gainesville, Emmanuel Ibarra and Michael Herron from Chesterton, Chandler Ligas of West Hall, and Tony Gonzalez of North Hall. In 8 Quad A, Flowery Branch girls soccer coach Katie Scally is the girls coach of the year. The Branch's junior Cassidy Elrod is the 2011 Region Girls Most Outstanding Player. The Lady Falcons at 13-7, who won the region championship and earned a second-round state bid in their first year in Class 4A. All right, in tennis, West Hall's Max Wilson with Gainesville's Ryan Joyner for the boys and Johnson's Harley Robinson for the girls made the 8 AAA All-Area team. Wilson was Player of the Year on the boys' side after going 18-1. Gainesville's Barrett Lingenfelter was named Coach of the Year for the boys, and Johnson's Tammy Green was Coach of the Year on the girls' side. First team All-Region in 8 Quad A in doubles, the team of Luke Smith and Anthony Monticello from Flowery Branch, and for the Lady Falcons, Elizabeth Mallory was named on the first team. All right, in baseball, Lakeview pitcher Taylor Simpson made first team All-Region in 8 Single A. Now, speaking of baseball, we got to give a quick nod out to former Gainesville Red Elephant Tony Wolf, who played on the Elephants' 1978 baseball championship team. Well, he's now the head baseball and softball coach at Buford and has been for some time. Now, just this past Memorial Day, when the Wolves won their first state baseball title since 1977, first baseball title since 77, Wolf won his second state championship of the school year after coaching his daughter and her teammates to the softball title last fall. By the way, it was also the Wolves' 4th team title of the year, having also won it all in AA football and girls basketball and playing for it in boys basketball. They also had individual wins in wrestling and the state 100-meter championship, and they took a literary win as well. The University of Buford, they got it going on. We're back to wrap it up in just a moment.
Hurry in before we sell it all to G's Home Furnishings' $2 million cash-raising furniture blowout. Save like never before on living rooms, leather, dining rooms, bedrooms, bedding, accessories, and much, much more. Guaranteed lowest sale prices. If you can find it for less anywhere else, we'll match it or beat it. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell everyone you know to come in and take home fine furniture at savings of a lifetime. G's Home Furnishings' $2 million cash-raising furniture blowout. 11 Grove Street, Dahlonega. Going, gone.
Proper maintenance is vital to the life of your car. Let the experts at Mountain View Auto Repair take care of all your vehicle needs. Owner Danny Hammock has over 50 years of experience in the automotive business and has earned a reputation of being honest and fair with his customers.
We try to treat everybody like I want to be treated. You know, that works out pretty good, and try to keep the price as low as possible to keep people coming in and give them a good price for their money. We do whatever turns up on a car, any kind of work, any kind of car, just it don't really matter. We do it all. People say, when you going to quit and retire? I say, oh, probably never. You know, as long as the Lord let me work, I'll probably be here working.
I've been trading with Danny at Mountain View Auto Repair for about 20 years. I've always been very happy with his work. It's very easy for me to talk with him. He doesn't talk down to me. He explains it in a manner that I can understand.
Most of my customers are like friends here. You know, I've known them so long, and I count them as, most all of them as friends to me.
Remember, when you want honest, reliable service, put Mountain View Auto Repair under your hood.
If you are looking for a quality used car, then look no further than the car store on McIntyre Road between Gainesville and Beaufort. You won't find clunkers or junkers at the car store, just vehicles you'll be proud to own. At the car store, they can finance you on the spot, no matter what your credit is. They have a variety of plans. You can even phone your payments in. At the car store, they've been giving outstanding service to the community for over 20 years. At the car store, everybody rides.
Come on down to the car store. We can make you happy. My name's Bob Watson, and I guarantee it.
Some other notes for you in local doings. Gainesville High School has promoted volleyball assistant Randy Orr to the head coaching spot for the Lady Red Elephants. Orr, who played her college volleyball locally at Brenau University, is a teacher at Centennial Elementary. Got some more college signings to report. Speaking of Gainesville, well, Leanne Noble, the Times Girls Golfer of the Year, will play at the next level. She signed on at North Georgia College and State University just up the road. North Hall's Chris Barnes has a chance to keep playing basketball. He signed on with Piedmont College, joining a slew of local athletes who will be playing for the Lions in various sports. West Hall's Keegan Kyle is bound for Chattahoochee Tech to run cross country and track. He helped the Spartans to a couple of visits to the team podium in cross country and was a three-time All-Area second team by the local Times newspaper. Johnson High girls soccer standout Kayla Madsen, mentioned her earlier. Well, she's recently signed on to play at Brenau University. Kayla played 4 years of varsity soccer with Johnson, serving as team captain for 2 seasons. This past season, she scored 28 goals and provided 15 assists for the Lady Knights, who wound up second in Region 8 AAA. Congratulations to all of them. Okay, some other notes. Former West Hall pitcher Hunter Chandler, now a senior at Rhodes College, made the College Sports Information Director's Capital One Academic All-District First Team and a third team Academic All-American. He posted a 3.97 GPA while also going 5-2 with 5 saves. He had a 1.48 ERA with 48 strikeouts in 61 innings. The ERA in his 22 appearances set school records this season. He also has the school record for career ERA at 2.86 and is second all-time in appearances for the Lynx with 72. Former Gainesville golfer Cameron Cole, who was a freshman at Gordon College in Barnesville, was second in the National Junior College Regional at Jekyll Island. In the first season for women's golf at the college, Cameron also made the All-Region team and was Freshman of the Year. All right, catching you up on some middle school doings. The East Hall Middle School Vikings won the Hall County Baseball Championship. They beat previously unbeaten and top-seeded Gainesville for the crown. The Gainesville Middle School boys golf team bested a 25-team field to win the Sutton Invitational at East Lake in Atlanta. Spencer Ralston and Lawson King reportedly led the Junior Elephants. North Hall's Bryce Schubert's third in the 1,000 meters was the highest for our Hall County kids at the Georgia Middle School Track Championships. All right, the Hole-in-One Club got some new members. Al Krigo hit an ace at number 2 on the mill course at Chicopee Woods with a 7-iron. James M. Rowland hit an ace on the same hole with a pitching wedge. Dan Arthurs did one and done on the 4th hole of the Village course at Chicopee with a 7-iron, while Terry Clegg hit his ace on the 12th hole at the Manor Club in Alpharetta. He did it with a 6 hybrid. Some other notes for you. Georgia Governor Nathan Deal has announced that the Skip Barber Racing School is moving its offices from Connecticut to Brazelton, just down the road at Road Atlanta. The office relocation joins the school's existing base location that has operated at Road Atlanta since 2008. There will be a yard sale to benefit the Flowery Branch High School girls soccer team. Donations will be taken on Friday, June 3rd. That's this Friday from 4 to 8 p.m. Sale is Saturday, June 4th from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the school. You can email katie.scally@hallco.org with questions. Lots of doings at Brenau, including their new basketball coach, Chris Stewart. We'll have more on that on next week's show. And finally, it's not really a competition, but this is the weekend for the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life at Road Atlanta. Out of all the titles that I have been fortunate enough to acquire in my life, the one that is the most meaningful is Survivor. Now, I'm going to be up in Peoria, Illinois, so y'all walk a lap or two for me, okay? That's our show for this week. I'm Garry Glenn. Join us next week right here for more Hall County Sports. Hall County Sports is brought to you in part by Green Ford on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. Check out the latest deals. And remember, when you go Green Ford. By Mountain View Auto Repair, a full-service shop for all of your automotive needs. Call Danny at Mountain View Auto Repair at 770-535-7278. And by McIntyre Road United Methodist Church. Visit us on McIntyre Road in Oakwood with 3 worship services every Sunday morning, Kids Town and adult small groups. McIntyre Road United Methodist Church is dedicated to transforming the world through the good news of Jesus Christ.